Hola, hola.
Your life was in danger here. And again,
Happy, happy Taco Tuesday.
this shit has been handled. God made sure that you had some heavy hitting
Brought
destiny
to you
help.
by Sea Glass, Smoke Order, and
Yes,
Cigarettes,
good chemistry, great vibes, positive.
and PlayStation 5,
This is somebody that like
and
they
Goalie,
know that you happy. They know that you're a
and
good
Pure
person.
Scale
You got great
Therapies.
vibes, you're positive,
And the rock a
you're not
leg
gonna
is my
dwell
nut when I
on
rub
the
something
past
down.
like
Oh
you're
my
a
God,
bad
they said that
person.
yesterday.
This may even
It's
be
pretty
some
comfortable.
type of
Try it.
detective or private eye that actually
Oh my
like caught
God.
feelings for you. They may be like,
Yeah.
this person should have been there.
And dear
They
breeze.
were abused and neglected. They were threatened. Like, this is
Thank
somebody
you for
that
your
I really
face.
is disgusted by the fact that somebody like you could have gone through all of this, yet you still have a positive mentality. Bad karma out here. I'm getting though that look, this person is coming through as bad karma to those that like threatened you, and now they're trying to run from bad karma. Karmic
And
friends
honey.
getting evidence, moving silently.
Got a lot of
So this
Sherlock
is
Holmes out
somebody
here
that is
busy.
getting the inside scoop on people you used to be friends with, people that are friends with your karmic family, people that are friends with your karmic ex.
No Obi-Wan
This
hoodie.
is somebody
If
that
you
knows
know,
these
you know.
individuals are trying to run from what they've done.
A lot of justice in there, and then a lot of
They're
Judge
seeing
Judy
it.
faces.
This is, I want to get more, but I know this is already like an hour
And
long.
here
We may have to go over to
if you
TikTok
know,
in a
you
minute.
know.
Like, let me see. Let me see what else
Exactly.
you need to know. Uninterested. It landed on Inside Scoop. I'm not saying that you're uninteresting. What I'm saying is you weren't doing anything.
Exactly.
This person is uninterested watching you walk around your fucking house, clean up your yard, go to the grocery store, cook food for your babies, your partner, your fur babies. This person is uninterested in what the fuck you're doing because they're not doing anything. So this lets me know, it's like when this person, this detective, whoever was looking into the situation, saw that you weren't doing anything, like the boring. Just straight up watching you every fucking day. Because apparently you were this individual, this could have even been some type of private eye or detective hired by your karmic family or your ex. When they saw that you weren't doing a fuck all anything, this person went, then why are these people calling on this person? Why are these people saying that this person is out here doing this and they're promiscuous and they're this and they're that? They turned their attention to these individuals and they started seeing some shit. This person was born. Now I feel like they watched you for a very, very long time. Very long time. Could have even been years. And they were like, this person doesn't fucking do anything.
So how's everybody feeling out there? Pretty good?
They'll sit outside and they'll talk to the damn birds. Hang out with the bees. They'll meditate outside.
That's when you can tell, like, it's definitely treatment shows. Like, that's exactly what I'd be doing out there meditating by the thing. A lot of these readings I'd be hearing, I'm like, damn, these people really thought they're going to get away with violating my
They
privacy.
definitely got more interested in these individuals. These individuals started to realize
now they go to prison.
Try to cover things up.
And they think I'm going to not press charges on them or forgive them if you're going to give me a sob story or something.
I'm feeling like these individuals looked into what you
That's the chair spinners right there, but I don't even want to knock the table down or knock the phone off. And wobblies. Those 355. And people were actually stealing my trash. Just that, man, they were doing the most, man. I promise you.
You were out here trapping like El Chapo, okay, or that you were selling ass or some shit, trying to make it out that you were immoral. Okay, so they were going through.
Telling you, man, these offended fake ass Christians. I'm telling you.
Whereabouts, and they were going through what these people were up to.
The shoe fits, it fits, all right. If you know, you know.
I'm feeling they have been building a case for a very, very long time.
It's terrible. They all lost.
Harassment on these people. They know that they have been cyberbullying you. They have been watching it all go down. So
terrible.
Another thing these individuals are getting caught up on is stalking and
it's like a live watch party of justice being served. That's all seeing Oracle Isis, by the way. She has Smurfette hair. Very beautiful. Thank you, my beautiful collectors. And all my collectors out there doing the damn thing.
They know that you were being bullied.
If it happens to cut out Aiden Smith playing games, this is just a what it is,
Was
a
ego
justice
just her
update.
ego getting in the way in
And a
the
little behind the scenes of Zoe,
so
you
it
know?
could be finances. You were
And how we live
antagonized
in
and
peace and
consistently
bliss.
provoked and you handled it beautifully. This could be online or in person where you had gang stalkers.
I am who I am. Love always. And forgive always, you know, even though it hurts our hearts to hear all these actions that are happening. And the Frank Castle spirit wants to bada bangs, but our ancestors will take care of that. We surrendered. Alright? Then tomorrow say, get die. Yeah, I love the balancing of the light and dark, but that's how we transmute shit. I ain't perfect by far, but I know what we are. Two things. I want you to guess on the first thing. Yeah, I already know I'm chosen. The second thing is, what? I'm innocent of all charges. Vindication, babies. So like, this doesn't match your timestamp. We saw naked pictures on his Google Photos that has the date and the Google location. And you're saying he was doing what with the shovel? He was doing what? Selling ass on the street? What? He was doing what? Yeah, he's married? He's what? He died? He's alive? What's going? What? You bought properties and then you burned it? Arson? What? And y'all can't keep up with your lies. That's what my dad said a long time ago. All you gotta do is just tell the truth, because you can't remember all your lies. That's psychology 101, but either way, you already know. We just having fun with y'all now. Yeah. Thank you. I see you ladies turning around, showing their little booty, you know what I'm saying? What is it, Wealthy Lauren? I see you getting out there. I see you. You know, I'm keeping eyes and Sarah Connor eyes on a lot, you know. I know you want my attention, Lauren. I know what it is. Everybody wants to bag.
Looking you up to bully you.
Just joking, it may be legit, but you know what I'm saying? That applies for whoever applies for.
This is so messed up. Child services and bad habits. Somebody's also getting their children taken away.
Oh,
because
CPS
they
services.
You and they said you had some type of vice, that you were out here being promiscuous or doing something you shouldn't be doing, and now they have been outed.
That's weird. I haven't had sexual encounters for 7 years. That's weird.
Losing their children.
Yeah.
Because they're bad habits.
Supposedly one of my exes said they were married to me so they didn't get a part of their inheritance, and that's getting exposed. Man, there's a lot of people that did a lot of strange things for some change. Doing something funny for some money. Thank God I didn't do none of that.
Every move that was being made.
Game of chess, not checkers.
That was being convicted. And now everybody guilty by association. It doesn't matter if they do.
I'm sorry, I didn't know what I was doing. I have amnesia now since I got caught. A lot of POW chairs. The first 48s. get a junior Waders.
What was stolen to you brought to light a lot of nefarious, diabolical deeds that were supposed to remain.
The funny thing is, I gave y'all plenty of chances to tell me eyeball to eyeball, but y'all signed non-disclosure agreements and all this other shit and wanted to keep me in this false reality just for some money. And then you find out you didn't get shit. They're very minuscule. Now all that's coming back, all the businesses y'all built. All that's coming back to me, and I'm going to be making money literally in my sleep. While y'all in prison thinking about some escape from Alcatraz and some Green Mile activities. Y'all got a little pet mouse and shit. You got the little pet mouse you put in your little breast pocket. Yeah, you know. Y'all should have done. Y'all fuck with the wrong person. You know I am never gonna forget this. I forget, but I'll never forget. Oh yeah, we have fun with y'all cats.
You're about to have a big unfolding of
I'm about to make some popcorn in the joint. Watch me some good movies, yo. Shane. Hold on. Bags calling.
Like I said, gonna be on the news. If this is your message, you best believe it's gonna be.
I gotta do that to y'all. Make sure that I'm on the phone.
This is diabolical.
The bag's calling. I wonder who that applies to. I remember seeing that. I was like, okay. Y'all on the beach is being cute. And hold on, the bag's going? Alright, that's cute. The tables is turned now. I'm humble. This is what it is. I celebrate in public. I don't need to hide in those shadows. And if none of y'all like it, you already know what to do. You know what I'm saying? We don't hide in public. I mean, we don't hide. We just out here in public, puffy chested. All y'all had to do was just be honest and be yourselves, and now you feel like it's too late. But your brain believes whatever you tell it, so it's all right. But one thing you won't do is go against God's chosen. I mean, that's Floyd Mayweather. It's Floyd Mayweather. I can't even say their name right. They say it's God's chosen. You already know what it is. Floyd Mayweather. I ain't bada bings. Everybody wants to see him lose. Even I did. I want to see Pacquiao knock him the fuck out. I did. I want to see Pacquiao knock his ass the fuck out. Then Pacquiao had an injured arm or some shit. I was like, what the fuck? Is this rigged? Baby J's. And then we heard the promoter got shot and killed or something. So bada bings. Or was that the McGregor fight? Something was going on. Just do your research. My left ear's getting them. Am I exposing too much? Bada J's. Bada J's. Baby J's.
I know why they did it.
From the special edition episodes. Yeah, so everybody that y'all been getting over with, now we finally are solving those cases. Anybody behind any unaliving, bada bing, bada bang. You guys are getting exposed. It's just terrible, man. Someone's dumbass paid an undercover cop that they thought was a hitman. That's pretty. Yeah, I mean, I know y'all gonna be sitting in your cells like, what? It's a lot of eye twitching, you know. Y'all thought this was easy peasy. God set this up just like that. Like I'm a fucking doofus from fucking Scary Movie. Agent Doofus or whatever it was. Agent Doofy or whatever. I forgot the face. Agent Doofy. Doofus or whatever his name was. I'm not going to reiterate the face or try to impersonate. Y'all know you know.
That's really what I feel like is going to be conveyed during this interview. That, or you being on the news and being questioned about this situation. And why you just don't.
That was my sleeve going down the table, but I want to bust cheeks and I don't need to bada bang.
The hits and the manipulation and the deception and the
I don't even know how many charges they are, but y'all went beyond violation. I mean, y'all did the most. And cocky as hell with it too. Y'all some puppy chested criminals out there. Yeah, I give it to you though. Y'all some puppy convicted. Well, y'all definitely convicted. But you know, you had the convictions. I was very proud of you. Yep. Y'all never thought nobody would catch on. But God's great. Turned on the beacon, turned up the frequency like, oh, that's going on. All right, bad. Ah, baby Chase. All right, bub. This is just for justice.
I appreciate you. I honor you, and I will see you if not over on TikTok.
I didn't say anything sacred, did I?
Then I will see you again tomorrow. So
this is for exposing cats. This is for breadcrumbs so they can know I've been innocent. I've been innocent from the jump. Crooked government agents, police officers. There's a lot of people that's involved that never thought they were. Like corrupt lawyers. It's about to be debarred, if I'm saying that right. Disbarred. There's just a lot of Dick Wolf. What is it called? Dick Wolf Law and Order type shit. So that's what's happening right now.
Our energy obviously does it for us.
Yeah, man. Thank you, God. Thank you, Archangels. Thank you, Spirit Team, Animal Spirit Team. Thank you, everyone, really, that's been helping all of us work through this spiritual warfare. And it's finally over. And I'm very, very grateful.
Stay balanced and remember who the fuck you are and why everything had to play out this way. You are an anointed 144 galactic golden chosen children of the Most High. Who not only brought
That's why I love listening to my first instinct. I was sitting over there twisting, all of a sudden, higher selves like, do a video. And I was like, yeah, do it. Bet. We follow orders.
Individuals had done, and you have freed not only their spirit, but vindicated their name. I love you.
I love you too, girl.
And I will see you again very soon. So
I will see you again. Word from our sponsor. I said word from our sponsor.
Hotels.com introduces Save Your Way. Choose how you save. Take instant savings now or make us rewards for a future trip. Save Your Way.
Don't be scared. I'm like this all the time. Are you? Then I'm definitely scared. But then you weren't meant for royalty. That's all it is. You meant for that mundane life, and there's nothing wrong with that either. But we like a little spice over chop. You never know what you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? Cracker Jack. You never know what you're gonna get.
Whatever you do it for less. Harbor Freight.
A box of chocolates and Forrest Gump. Life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Angels. Galactic Federation.
Oh, we got another one back to backers.
Elementals Fae,
Okay.
Baron
Let's see what she got. She
assigned to our team for our highest holy assemblies, most divine godly.
behind the curtains, man. What's that phone? It really.
Protectors, divine messengers, and
I
all
don't really have much more to say.
Please
It's already
return
out
to
there.
sender anything and
Everybody's
everything
ratting
that is
themselves
not
out.
our
So let's
highest
just
holy
enjoy the
assemblies,
vindication
most
together,
divine
guys.
godly.
I know there's a lot of people that's been violated and never thought they would see the day of justice. We're the Ewoks and the rebels that are celebrating the explosion of the Death Star right now. So let's just enjoy it.
With your enemies obsessively attempting to oppress. Somebody doesn't want to go to prison. That's why I said, ooh.
Ooh.
Somebody from your past, maybe this is a group of individuals. And first and foremost, hello, Galactic Golden Ohana. I apologize for being so late today. There are quite a few things that had unfolded. And we'll probably get into that later down the line. All good things. All things I'm being told not to speak on at this time, because this is why there are some miserable individuals that are very desperate to oppress you for receiving information about possibly an estate assets, trust. I heard litigation, trusts, possibly multiple inheritances. We'll see. We'll see what this is. But right now, it is in your best interest.
Not talking about the chocolate bar either. Definitely
Of
paid.
exciting things unfolding in your life.
Finally, baby.
So it's
God,
really a move in
shit.
silence right now while your angels
They
are
wanted me to be in
assisting
poverty my
you.
whole
What is
life.
going to unfold in the coming weeks for you in its most positive
Hide my
aspects,
Donald Duck
and
millions.
what you currently have
Got
going
me all
on,
fucked up.
and what you may even be dreaming about. Some of you may want to sleep with an amethyst under your pillow, or I'm hearing
So now it's
Psalms
getting ready
56.
for the auditions of the beautiful queens, like coming to America, because I'm definitely going to have some clean the world penis activity. You damn right. Shit.
Hold on.
James Earl Jones face.
Your ex just hit you up. Oh, I told y'all.
If you know, you know.
Don't answer these hoobly jubbly moo magic doll musky muskrats.
Oh,
That are
definitely
not
not.
reaching out. There is a
Hey, can I
reason.
come back? I'm so
A
sorry.
lot of shit's backfiring, and backfiring. And these individuals are experiencing some very, very bad karma. So if you have even your ex reached out to you too, oh my God, here it is. See, confirmation right there. Avoid
Conveyor ship program,
communication
false power of
with
attorney,
those that you have been guided to disconnect
false
from
marriage, false
via
death certificates,
disconnect from
cyberbullying,
pertaining
identity
to
theft,
these karmic
hiring
contracts,
hitmen,
as well as the cords that
stealing
you
money,
have severed.
offshore accounts.
Because there's a
Rico's
reason,
talking about
and
he
I think
knows
we're
such
about
and
to find
such
out
that
reason.
lives in the Bada Bings, and she knows people also. So yeah, man, pieces are coming together.
Psalms 56. Be merciful to me, my God, for my enemies are in hot pursuit.
So everything that was in the dark is coming to
They
light.
press their attack. My adversaries
Somebody went to
pursue me all
Egypt
day
and
long.
filed some licensing or something out there.
So,
It's crazy.
with Psalms 56, this is
Created a
what your
fake will.
angels are
There's a lot of
assisting
shit
you
getting
on.
revealed.
You're being in hot pursuit. You got enemies and adversaries out here really pressed about the fact that something major is unfolding for you.
Cheetah did a video yesterday revealing the whole setup with the Afram concert and shit. That's crazy. You know.
Because we got the Eight of Swords landing on the Six of
Everything's
Cups.
confirmed. Like I felt that
This
night.
spread came out right at the beginning.
God's
This
great.
whole chunk of cards fell in my lap, and Spirit said, "Take them."
Oh, just to fill in the blanks too, Cheetah, with that whole message. I didn't finish watching the video.
So, you got individuals.
Basically, the dude that was filming me throughout the whole concert wanted to agitate me, right? And then I finally looked at him midway through the concert, right before Maya got on. It was like Robert London was performing, doing Marvin Gaye's album. Her rendition, it was dope. I never heard of him until that time. And then Maya was about to get on. And then this guy with the one eye in Baltimore was filming me the whole time with his home goons or whatever. And I finally looked at him and I was like, what's up? You know? Just what's up, not in a threatening way. So I noticed him, like I could feel people staring at me, like, you know what I'm saying? And basically they surrounded me in the back, you know what I mean? It was like nighttime around that time. And I was sitting there, I was like, oh fuck, baby Jesus, I don't want to get up by the bigs. And then I prayed, and then it started raining right on cue. And then the concert shut down. And then everybody in my crew, my brother Trey, and them were all there and shit. These people was at his house earlier drinking and shit. So you're talking about they compromised the food and drinks. You know. And then I was attempting to stay near them. I was like, all right, this is some crazy shit, right? And then in hindsight, looking at it, they were like separating from me because it was at the field in Baltimore. I forgot where we were at. But every time I was trying to stay around them, they were like in the distance. And now I was laughing earlier yesterday. I was like, oh, they're in the distance. Talking about, damn, that shit failed. What the fuck? But yeah, you know. But until they proved me wrong, shit, I had plenty of time to prove me wrong. But we did get in not an altercation, but an argument. Because I told Marcus how I felt. I was like, man, I don't know. I think Trey may have set that up. He was like, I don't know, man. You just paranoid. It could be anybody. And then I was like, all right, Mark, just keep this between me and you because this is just my instinct, you know what I'm saying? And then the next day, he told me, yeah, I told Trey. But then I talked to Trey about it because I don't like hiding behind anybody's back on the porch, my back porch in the wood court. And then he's like, no, he got mad. He's like, no, man, I had to think in my thing, you know, ain't nobody's going to fuck with us. They're looking at me and Mark the whole time, and, you know what I'm saying? We know how to play it off. And I was like, oh, I gotta get defensive, you know what I'm saying? This is something good, you know? I had a feeling that something did happen, but it could have went left. But ever since then, I addressed it a few times with them, man. Like, you deserve a thank you, Shane. But now, it's all exposed. Until God says I'm wrong and that was just random. But everything is intentional, if you know, you know. It was exposure season, you know what I'm saying? Fuck that shit. I don't care if they're blood or not, or how long I know them. But they trying to get rid of me for some money and shit, dead to me. Forgive him, you know what I'm saying? You gotta forgive and let God do this thing, but shit, I'm pressing charges and they, shit, you already know.
Your destiny is not over. Things for
you don't play games with nobody. Anybody that was around me, associated with me, that was some COINTELPRO cats, that had some stop recordings in the background, all that shit. Oh no, hell no. Oh, we're so sorry. I'm tired of hearing this narrative. I know y'all tired of it, but y'all wanted me to stop talking about it, so y'all can continue to manipulate me. I know the reverse psychology. I created that shit. It's just like when unemployment stopped, like around COVID and shit. Right before Valentine's Day, I was gonna take out my shorty and shit, and all of a sudden, it's just some identity shit happened because somebody fraudulently put out a PPP or took out a PPP loan in my name. I didn't know at the time, but I kept on filing for it and doing staying on it. You know how you file for unemployment? Like every Sunday night, you gotta answer the questions and whatever. And then my associate back then, Chuck, he's like, you should stop, man. It's all done. You should give it up. I was like, fuck that. I don't want to be persistent. I stayed persistent. Long story short, they hit me back like, you good? We validated everything. And then I got $13,000. I was balling that summer. Good times. But yeah, man, so now everything's making sense. It stopped, and they're like, it's a warning. We just make sure your identity's right. I'm like, my identity's been straight this whole time. Why now all of a sudden my identity's compromised? And then around that time, 2020, people were doing some corruption and taking out PPL loans, misusing the money, all types of shit. So now they did that to me. So, great.
You've been seeing the signs, synchronicities. You've been hearing songs about like Amelie. Excuse me, or like
justice is poetic justice is here. And trust me, my older versions would never have been this comfortable saying this personal stuff out loud because you know me, you don't like putting out people's stuff in Front Street, but when your spirit team and your instincts, and if you know, and it's jeopardizing your life, of course, and you see too many synchronicities, you just gotta know what it is, man. And this is what led us to this point now. And collective, you guys helping me out. Everybody putting the pieces together, man. This is a teamwork makes a dream work, literally. And finally, y'all know, I've been asking for help. I said, hey, help me with the money and the donations because I've been robbed of millions, but finally it's getting returned back. That was the whole problem. So I can expand with the money. But a lot of people knew that, and they wanted to mislead their messages. Oh, you're scared, like-minded. No, I'm doing what I got. This guy got me. He's like feeding me with the ravens. He basically feed me in the desert with the ravens, bring me bread and water and shit. If you know, you know. I think that was
and again, I just heard very loudly, literally.
Elijah or something like that.
This is
but forgive me, it slipped my mind. I forgot the prophet that ran away.
When this arrives.
After he brought.
Thank you so much, Ciara. Thank you for your donation.
Basically, after he killed all the false prophets.
You could be seeing tens.
And then he ran from Jezebel after he got that threat.
Tens on the backs of vehicles, tens on billboards.
But yada yada.
You could be seeing billboards that are like.
This is crazy, man. How everything's happening.
Like a lawyer.
Justice is here.
I saw like back-to-back billboards with lawyers on them.
Thank you all. I mean, words don't do it justice.
But it was a lawyer sitting there, and his arms were crossed.
I'm crying
and said,
eternally.
Some
Enjoy.
of you won something, and it's bigger than
But it's
what you
24:46. We're
anticipated
probably gonna wrap
or
up soon.
expected.
But
So
you already
thank
got the
you,
gist.
Sierra, for your donation as well as your confirmation, and know that you are receiving it back.
And thank you for the righteous justice people out here actually doing their job and putting the puzzle pieces together, doing the investigation right, and seeing I've been innocent this whole time. And the defamation of character I'm suing from that. There's a lot of suing charges happening. Hence, they want to attempt to get rid of me before court. Like that's going to happen. Hey, come to the family reunion. Do all that, yeah, so we can.
Now we got the Princess of Pentacles.
Y'all don't want the smoke. We don't need to hide. That's what I'm saying. We don't hide. If y'all want to do some threatening shit, just threaten out loud in public. But you know and I know that you're not. You're scared, you're pussies. And that's why you hide in the shadows. And you're being investigated. So you can't really do much besides attempted voodoo, which they know that you're doing that too. The technology nowadays, they can hear you from miles away. My dad told me years ago they can hear a mouse pissing from 200 yards away on some soft cotton. All right, that was back in the mid 80s. So imagine what they got now. All right?
So again, if you are feeling like pressure,
you ain't hiding from the technology, and you're never hiding from God. I just hope you know that. But a lot of people don't believe in God, but they believe in the dark witches and the dark magic. But you don't believe in God. Make it make sense. Christians believe in God, but they're doing the most satanic things. Make it make sense. They hide behind the costumes, y'all. Just remind yourselves that. And a lot of people have politician shit. They hug babies, kiss women, yada. You know what I'm trying to say. They just present themselves in public as their politicians, but at nighttime they're Palpatines. If you know, you know. Alright, just have the discernment. Don't let these people trick you no more, because they've been tricking a lot of us for a long time. But now the gig is up, and now they salty. So let's enjoy their saltiness. The more happy we are, the more mad they get, and the more their masks start to crack. And the more they expose themselves. So they're already in a perpetual loop of exposing themselves. The guilt is bleeding through their pores. So on that note, I'll let you guys go.
You know, Black, addiction is a chronic
And
disease that impacts
that's it.
people of all walks of life.
And stay honest, stay high-vibing, and stay exposing these devils, because they want us to be quiet. And the more quiet we are, the more they can manipulate others in the shadows and shit. So like, oh, he's quiet, man. He's okay. No. You got something to say, you say that shit. At least the more you don't say it, you're an accomplice to all this crime. RICO charges. All right? I'm getting hungry.
You're about to receive a call of confirmation and congratulation. That's what I just heard. You're going to receive
I'll give you an extra 5 minutes. Why not? She came back home.
Also, move in silence with these monetary means, because you're going to have a lot of people that want to come with their hand out.
That's obvious. We already cut off everybody, so whoever comes back around better come back with some information and some repentance. Ain't nobody just popping back like, hey man, I've been busy. What you been doing?
Go into permit.
We already know. We already know the signs. We can smell energy now, so you guys cannot hide. Hence your silence. Hence nobody's calling me up. Hey, you wrong about this shit. I'm gonna set you up, man. What the fuck you talking about? But their rationalization. I already talked about it, man. He's just crazy.
You could also be seeing 777.
She don't
They also
come.
just said Psalm 7. Let me see. Because I just told y'all to read that one off. I do believe that one breaks curses, hexes, and jinxes. Psalm 7.
Here it is, right here. I already got it circled.
Lord, in your anger, rise up against the rage of my enemies. Awake, my God, decree justice. Let assembled peoples gather around you. In thee do I put my trust. Save me from all that persecute me, and deliver me. Some of you may want to read Psalm 7, but you are being delivered from your enemies.
Lion rending me in pieces while there is none to deliver. O Lord my God, if I have done this, if there is...
instantaneously and inevitably change for the better.
Yeah, I know, that was kind of hard to hear with the voice in the background. If I have... my bad. O Lord my God, if I have done this, if there is iniquity in my hands, if I have repaid evil to him who was at peace with me, or have plundered my enemies without cause, let the enemy pursue me and overtake me, yes. Let him trample my life to honor in the dust. Shelah. Arise, O Lord, in your anger. Lift yourself up because of my rage of my enemies. Rise up for me to the judgment you have commanded. So the congregation of the people shall surround you for their sakes. Therefore returned on high. The Lord shall... I guess that's the excitement foam right there. The Lord shall judge the peoples. Judge me, O Lord, according to my righteousness and according to my integrity within me. Oh, let the wickedness, they're trying, right? He just messed with trying. Oh, let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end, but establish the just for the righteous. God, test the hearts and minds. My defense is of God who saves the upright in heart. God is a just judge, and God is angry with the wicked every day. If he does not turn back, he will sharpen his sword. He bends his bow and makes it ready. He also prepares for himself instruments of death. He makes his arrows into fiery shafts. Behold, the wickedness brings forth iniquity. Yes, he conceives trouble and brings forth falsehood. He has made a pit and dug it out, and has fallen into the ditch which he made. His trouble shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealings shall come down on his own crown. I will praise the Lord according to his righteousness, and will sing praise to the name of the Lord Most High. I know a lot of people like, can you read? I underlined a lot of these things. Why don't you explain yourself? I'm just showing for my students in the future, all right? So sometimes the words are blotted out. You know, excitement. And maybe some smoking a little bit. You should stop. Of course they're going to say that, right? But let's get a little bit more of this. 3143, why not?
This has been fated for you, and there's no way around
Celebration,
this.
bitches.
Your wishes are being fulfilled, and you know this with the high priestess out here. You and God are like this. And God has assigned specific angels and archangels to work on your behalf to assure
Love
that
always,
everything goes
forgiveness,
according
remember
to
that.
plan.
People love to
I
take your
heard
context out of context,
King of Swords, King
so they
of
can
Wands.
benefit off it.
So
So
we
that's
do
why you always
have-
speak your truth.
I was gonna say family
All right, even
members
though they
out
try to
there
say
really,
they
monitoring
put their
you.
video out
Yes,
before you,
they
say they have
said it,
technology
yes.
to manipulate numbers.
They
Oh, this was out
specifically
22
said you
hours. So
have
Shino
an ex that
investigates,
extremely passionate
says she has a
with
lot of
somebody,
receipts on
they
that
cut
topic.
you
So
off,
just follow
or did
her
something so
and get more hip with
unforgivable
how
you
they
had
do
to
it. Because
walk
I'm
away.
getting
This
more
person is
familiar with
watching you
technology
passionately.
and how they
They
hack
are
and
watching
manipulate
you
stuff,
get hard as
AI.
fuck, bro.
They do a lot
And
of
it's because they
manipulation
know you're
with
about to have this breakthrough, and they're letting
technology
you
and getting a lot of
what
people
they did to
behind
you.
bars that are
Whoever
innocent.
this
So that's
was,
why
they
we're
were
standing on
extremely
our
spiteful,
business now.
vindictive,
Even as
deceptive.
uncomfortable as it may be, you may have known
This
these people for
person,
20
I
something
heard
years.
an
You must stand on
illusionist.
business. You must speak out so
This
people
person
can put the
spun
dots
webs of illusion and
together.
lies.
The
All because
triangulation,
they
the
wanted to step
timestamps, the
on
history,
you.
where
They
your
stepped on
location
you.
was, who you were talking to. That's
And
why
they
you
have
show
always gotten
photos,
away
take
with what they had
screenshots,
done
so
until
it
it
can
came
counteract
to you.
these people's
Yet at
lies.
the beginning, this
All
person
right, and then they
felt
can't
like
remember them because
they
they're most
would
of
be
the time
able to
drugged
get
out
away
and
with
doing
what
a
they
whole
did
bunch
to you.
of
They were
satanic
celebrated.
shit,
They thought this
and they're
was
just so
funny.
cocky.
Which lets me know you went through
You know what I
something
mean?
very
They dig
traumatic with
themselves
this
their own
individual
ditches
who
that
could
they
have been
fall in, that
associated
they
with your
dug for
family.
us. But
And
on
the
that
fact
note,
that
I
your
love you
pain, your
all.
suffering
Stay
was
justified,
amazing.
stay honest, stay
This is
transparent, and
somebody
stay
that
ahead.
celebrated
Do
their
your damage
vices.
control
They celebrated their
with your
falsified
integrity,
triumphs.
and you walk in the light of God,
They
and God will
celebrated
always
teaching.
protect you.
And
He
now
will
this
always
person
make
needs
sure
you.
that you never
Whoever
snare
this
your
is, they
foot
need you.
or get
This is somebody that may have, like we
bit by
talked
the
about
snake
previously,
or
may have
get
already reached
devoured
out
by
to
the
try and
lion.
reconnect with
I
you,
love each
or
and every
is
one of you
attempting to
again. I
find
don't
a
even want
way
to get off,
but they need you.
but it's time to relax and enjoy
Yep.
this vindication,
This person
poetic
is
justice.
in hot
I wish
water.
Janet Jackson was here.
I don't know why it's for dog shit.